Down in the south of the University of Kentucky lies the Blended 3 Dormitory, where the freshman summer program in Upward Bound resides. A house divided explains this dormitory well. Two programs here for the same reasons, education and experience. Blended 3 Dormitory is made up of 3 floors and a basement. The main site is the basement, where most students watch television, play pool, have study sessions, or just hang out. Interviewing Megan Tiller in one of the common areas, the third floor lobby, in silence. The point of this interview is to get a perspective from a staff member of FSP or Upward Bound on the animosity between the two programs. Also, I want to know how they feel about it. I believe that the two programs should end the disturbing history that they live off of and come as one, meaning interact with one another instead of having a bad vibe towards one another. Explained by Megan Tiller, a resident advisor for the freshman summer program, the negative vibe between FSP, the freshman summer program, and Upward Bound always tend to occur each year, even though there's new people every time. Also, these incidents has caused an abominable history between each program that the two live off of. The new students who come in each year will have to deal with the Upward Bound or FSP members because of the history, and letting go of this negativity will cause less problems each year and make each summer program a better learning experience. I think that her statement falls into place with my argument. Her goal is to resolve all of the tension. Megan pointed out both FSP and Upward Bound are here for the same reason. Also, in the end, if you think about it, all the disputes and beef isn't going to be a factor in your life at the end. It's all going to just vanish. In the end of each program, the students will realize that they didn't get anything out of arguing and their belligerence towards one another. More than that, the whole predicament between the two programs will be irrelevant to the students in the future, and it'll just even it. With that being said, I think Megan's assertion is credible. In the Blended 3 Dormitory, there have been a few confrontations between students. Megan explains how they handle each situation and how they understand how the students are getting into these disputes. Furthermore, there's two different groups with two different views on things. Also, she talks about how the students live in the moment. They actually don't think about what they're doing at the time it's done. Again, there's always going to be differences with anyone in our group, but through your college lives, you're going to have to face it. Balance is not the key. I know it may be hard, but sometimes you have to make the right choice because that choice may affect your future or image. I feel that I can connect to her observation because it was times in my high school career that I had to choose balance or my image. It made me think about how it would look in my records and if the teachers and staff will look at me differently. Miss Tiller assured that when it comes to her students, the FSP members, she refuses to let someone be blasphemous toward them. Therefore, she would confront that person mannerly. However, if it was the other way around with her students acting blasphemous towards a student in Upward Bound, then it would be addressed. Also, Megan claimed that there is a bad vibe between each program and it's sort of like cliques formed within the two programs. So there's like claimed territory. At times you may feel that way, though at times you have to share facilities with many more groups or students. Initially, you may have been at that certain destination first and may claim that it's your territory, but once again, balance is not the key. With that being said, don't make the environment feel like there's enmity between you and another person or group. Also, a bad vibe will make it difficult to have a good learning environment. Therefore, I think Megan's argument is comprehensible and admirable. Keeping the disturbing history of the freshman summer program in Upward Bound a secret will create a better outcome for the programs, Megan indicated. The staff of the programs make it clear to the students that they have a bad history with one another, basically saying that makes them believe they're enemies, which will make the students show hatred. The students not knowing about the history will make a total difference, she believes, for they wouldn't have a reason to act in such a way. It's just like hearing rumors, even though this scenario isn't a rumor, or even like judging a book by its cover, being that you have never met these Upward Bound students, or they haven't met the freshman summer program students, because there are new freshmen every year. Just because the history was told doesn't mean carry it on. You actually have never interacted with one another for you to just think, oh, there's beef, when you never know who starts the conversations each year. So I also think it's only because they're told, and it will be best for them not to tell the students, and since they're all here for the same reasons, having animosity makes the learning environment horrible. She also states, Megan explains how in the students feature, fuck my life.